We do want to go back to one of the other big stories of the day. Sam Bankman-Fried pleading not guilty to those fraud charges in a New York City courtroom. Hannah Miller of Bloomberg News joining us right now. Hannah, what do we know?
So we do know that Bankman-Fried has pled not guilty to multiple fraud charges, and that as of right now, we're looking at a trial.
So we know that Caroline Ellison and Gary Wang have both pleaded guilty to fraud. I mean, how does this impact them? I mean, is there any implication, from Sam Bankman-Fried and his not guilty plea on what they've already accomplished here?
Yeah, so these guilty pleas from Gary Wang and Caroline Ellison did kind of put this new pressure on Sam Bankman-Fried. But in looking ahead, it looks like, they're going to try and build a strong defense here. Maybe he'll try to pin the blame on these other executives. It's going to be interesting to see what lies ahead. We do know that there's a special task force of senior prosecutors that will be formed to handle this case. And we also know that we're going to start seeing evidence from prosecutors in the next few weeks, and that'll give us a better idea of how strong their case is.
All right, we're in conversation right now with Hannah Miller of Bloomberg News. Sam Bankman-Fried entering his not guilty plea in a New York City courtroom just a few minutes ago, and we're now learning, crossing the Bloomberg terminal, that a judge has set a trial date of October 2nd of this year. So Sam Bankman-Fried's trial on those fraud charges in a New York City courtroom are set to begin in October 2nd of 2023. Hannah, quite some time between then and now, but I guess that gives plenty of time for prosecutors to get their case in order, as well as for the defense, for Sam Bankman-Fried to get its case in order as well. Is there any sense here as to whether what type of defense that we'll hear out of Sam Bankman-Fried, and whether there will be other folks, I guess, coming to his defense?
Yeah, well, we know Bankman-Fried in the past has said he didn't knowingly do anything wrong, that he was unaware of what he was doing was illegal. So we don't know if that's going to play into the defense, if he says that he didn't knowingly commit fraud and that, he shouldn't necessarily be blamed for this. It's going to be a real uphill battle on this, especially considering that Gary Wang and Caroline Ellison are collaborating.